Hello, my loves. It is your favorite empath, Intuitive Kim the Goddess here to bring you another quick message. I wanted to segue off of or attach onto the last reading that I did. I'm going to upload that one before this one about working through your fears because that seems to be the theme. But something came up and I just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys, and it kind of has a lot. The two meet at some point. But if you're new to my channel, welcome, my love. Any information that you need about myself or this space will be down in the description box below. Anything that I forget to remember is normally pinned down in the comments if they are open. If you're returning, welcome back, my love. Thank you for your love, your loyalty, and your patience thus far. Please continue to share and spread the word so that we can grow our spiritual community. Don't forget to hit the all button next to the subscribe button so that you're notified each and every time I upload a video. Okay, so we're just going to I'm going to periodically do these recordings to get my thoughts out and I guess while I'm receiving downloads so that I can get this information out to you and find that balance in my personal life. But right now we're working through our fears. That was the previous message, and I wanted to talk to you guys right now about the importance of attracting instead of chasing when it comes to manifestation. And by manifesting, what I mean by is it could be material things, it could be people, opportunities, those things. But understand the material things come because we're granted those opportunities, and those opportunities bring us prosperity and abundance and so forth. But going back to what I was saying, we often place ourselves in situations because we want to fill these slots with people and things instead of actually doing that work, that working through your fears, that shadow work to clear out those, I want to say those dark, those dark spots that we have, within us. We have both sides. We have our positive side and we have our negative side. And it's very, very important that we do that shadow work. But in the terms of dating, when it comes to the spiritual community, we meet someone and because we have tarot cards, because spirit is, watching us and warning us, and they're going to always tell us that there's something better. Understand that, because we want what's best for us, but we are also living this human experience. So it's important when we are on that spiritual path and we're doing that spiritual work that we apply that spiritual knowledge to dating and dealing with other people as well. Okay, so for us, it's not a realistic concept that we can claim because we've elevated. Our consciousness has elevated. So it's more of a safety issue, more of a health issue. It's a spiritual concept when we apply energy exchange and mind elevation and frequency and vibrations and all of those things. Okay, so it's hard for us in the spiritual community to mix and mingle with people because we have to. It's not the same. We're not living, number one, the same lifestyle, but number two, we are not vibrating on the same level and same frequency. So we also have to keep in mind too, when things don't work out, it's a reason for that. And my mind is going back to that spiritual path card in the Romance Angels tarot deck that I use when that comes out. That lets me know that in this situation, someone is either number one, they have this spiritual purpose, they have the spiritual path that they have to stay on. They have to keep that in mind when it comes to dating and dealing with people. But it's also being applied to your level of spirituality that you're on. You may be dealing with someone that's not on that level and you feel that, but because we are bored or because we may feel like we're lonely or we want that human companionship, we, like I said, fill those slots. And we just have to be very, very careful of that and learn to take that time to work through our fears. But we are also aware of the shadow side and the importance of doing that work. So for me, it is important for a person to understand and know themselves, and um, they are aware of that side of them, and they are doing the work and have done the work to balance that side of them out, because we do have that side, you understand? So if I'm someone where I'm at a level of peace, and I'm at a level where I understand emotions, and I understand how to articulate my words, and how to correctly display my emotions. Me dealing with someone that doesn't know how to do those things is going to be toxic. So we just have to understand that, okay? So we have to understand that we are never lonely or alone, because in order to understand the importance of that in our partner, we have to understand the importance of doing that work within ourselves as well. So also understand that if something's not working out, there's something that we're supposed to get from that situation and apply it and move on. Remember, we're on a self-love journey. This is what we are on, a journey to our highest and greatest self. And that first starts with knowing and loving ourselves. Okay. So stop running from those low cycles and those shadow periods. Work through them. So preparation, remember, we're in the preparation period. We're learning to prepare ourselves for the impact of the next wave. And it's not going to be the same for every one of us, because all of us, number one, aren't on the same level, and we aren't planting the same type of seeds, and we don't have the same mentality situations. So it's going to be, these waves are going to be different for each and every one of us. So once we get to, the great thing is, once we get to that level or that point where that those next cycles, we know that they're going to be very good high cycles, is what I like to call them. They're going to be very beautiful and abundant, because we know that we've done all of that shadow work. So that's something to be hopeful and be optimistic about, that once I get through all of this work, then on the end, it's not going to be sunshine and rainbows all the time, but those sunshine and rainbows are going to be the most beautiful moments I'm going to have in my life. Okay. So back to the topic of the importance of the self-love journey. The bottom line is, when you are in true alignment with yourself, you attract things that are meant for you. And you have to learn that discernment in situations as well. Learn what is for you and what is not for you. Learn what to take from this situation that is for you. Learn how to, when my mind is going to those video games that my brother loved to play. Learn how to go in, get what tools you need, and come up out of the situation with the tools and the armor that you need to get you, to the next level. Okay. So I think we fear doing that real shadow work, and we like to fill those spots with, like I said, the temporary people and the temporary stuff, and we have to just be mindful of that, you guys. Okay. So the truth is that, by facing our fears and confronting ourselves, that we can rewrite those moments in a more positive light. So don't be afraid to let those things go. And I hope you guys are preparing yourselves for this next wave. And I will get more information and come back to you guys on that, okay? So I love you guys. Please hit the like button so that we can, boost this video, and hit the subscribe and notification button if you haven't done so thus far. And I want you guys to be blessed and stay blessed, because you are blessed. Namaste.